So Black History Month, it means something different to me every year, but without a doubt, every year it really for me it serves as a reminder. It's really tough to sum it up because it can mean and should mean so many things to so many people. But for me, it's a reminder to that it's not just a month and to be learning something new about my history and my heritage throughout the year, because it always serves to really remind me how far we've come as African Americans, and but also how far we have to go. Stream has been a great ride for me. I mean, I first came to Stream because I learned really quickly with those that I met and interviewed and would eventually serve, that they recognized what I brought, however much or however little. They recognized every bit of what I could bring to the company, and they did it without regard to how I looked, how I talked. It was just all about the talent. And you recognize immediately that people are really just seeing you and really lighting up when you talk about the way that you work and how you want to affect other people. And so it was embraced at the beginning. I really felt like it was recognized, and it's for sure it's proved true throughout my time here. I just turned 50 last year, and some people it's 40, some people it's 45. For me, at 50, I started to really be reflective, and a lot of the quote-unquote challenges that I've faced have been more mental, something that I put, a barrier that I put in front of me, or that I thought was a big barrier, and until I hit it head on, and learn from whatever mistakes I made during it, and then really each time, and it started probably as early as high school, I started reinventing myself and sort of doing it fearlessly. In commercial real estate, the biggest challenge for me was facing so many different clients, being able to overcome the most difficult personality you could imagine. I mean, I think I could give you examples of some, and then having them turn around and be your cheerleader really makes all of the hard work that went into trying to service them worth it. Just do what you would want to service your client the way that you would want to service yourself if you were a business owner, and no matter what it takes. And because even the most difficult client, like, there's an end to it. There's some point where they've asked you all the questions they can ask you, and you've either answered them or been there to find the answer, and you know how to deal with the next one. And you think that you can turn anyone around. So it becomes kind of your superpower. I wouldn't really change very much, but I would definitely tell myself to lean into discomfort. Those things that if we just stay in our comfort zone, we don't really gain much. We don't learn from mistakes, and it's just a habit or it really needs to become a habit, leaning into adversity, because you're always going to come out with something. You may not achieve exactly what you want in that moment, but you'll learn so much from it, and it's just a cumulative thing. So you just kind of need to hit it head on and be patient to see, what the results are and what you've learned from it. It's so cliche, but it's the people. I mean, I didn't believe it year one, didn't quite believe it year two, meaning believing what Stream says is that the people are the most important. But it's probably because I didn't really meet the founding partners until like year two, year three. And then when you hear it instantly, and you see it in everyone that they interact with, from the moment they walk into the door at headquarters downtown, when they're traveling, and you see them in context of these summits that we have. Like, it's so consistent when you see the founding partners and they look you in the eye and they're telling you the same things that you saw on the website when you applied. You have to believe it's true, and it's infectious, and it draws the people who are also driven by that same attitude and wanting to help each other. And you know, I may be in accounting, it may be like a numbers business, or debits and credits, getting everything, but I wouldn't still be in accounting if it wasn't really about the people, because that's what fuels me. When we talk about Black history, but we have probably one of the more diverse departments in the company, and so when I learn about someone that I'm working with that's of Asian descent, and I not only learn about that, but like their specific country and what they've gone through to get to this point, it completely changes the way that I want to work for them, and support them, because they just become more human. And I think it all distills down to that, like how we are interacting with each other as humans, and you can see more of somebody's humanity if you really understand their history.